Hey y'all, man, it's real, and we back with another reaction video. We about to get into spoiled teen thinks she can get away with murder, bro. So let's get straight into it. I ain't gonna do no more talking, gang.
This is 20-year-old Devon Howard. Devon is sitting in a cold interrogation room alongside his 3 co-accomplices due to their suspected involvement in the brutal shooting and murder of 27-year-old Andrew Janicek. Coincidentally, all 4 claim that
she look like the one right here, Alicia. She look like she don't give a single fuck.
they had no involvement in the crime whatsoever, and in fact don't seem to take the situation seriously at all.
Look at him. She guilty. She guilty as fuck.
Okay. Relax, it's okay.
No, I'm fine. I'm just tired.
Okay.
I was involved in the murder of somebody.
Oh.
Somebody gonna see. He already snitching.
What the group doesn't realize at this time is that Andrew's murder was fully recorded on multiple security cameras and shows a man getting out of 19-year-old Alicia Valdez's car before killing Andrew. Even more disturbing is that the same vehicle would drive over Andrew's lifeless body before fleeing the scene.
Nah, gang.
Alexis Ellis, a bystander at the scene, would hear the gunshot go off and rush over to Andrew to perform CPR while...
Pause, bro. You telling me somebody shot this man and she said, you know what, that ain't enough. We finna run this nigga over. What the fuck did he do to her for her to be that fucking mad?
her friend Alyssa called 911.
Jeffcom 911, what is the address of the emergency?
I don't know. I'm just at the corner. It's like Sheridan and 20th. Some guy just got shot, and they took off in a silver 2-door Pontiac, and he's on the ground. He's like face down.
Did you see the person that shot him?
Did you see the person with the gun? Alexis, answer my question. Did you see the person with the gun? She said it looked like a little Mexican dude.
Okay, and it was just the one male in that vehicle, or did she see anyone else?
He got into the passenger seat of the car. Okay, he's hit in the chest. He got bullets in the chest. We're flipping him over because he's not. Hang on, he's not breathing.
Unfortunately, Andrew would pass away within minutes. Even more unsettling is that the same car model would be seen at a local gas station later that night, where everyone inside would happily buy snacks, joke, and laugh as if nothing had happened just hours prior.
That motherfucker, boy, they didn't went and committed and went to go fucking party with some snacks, gang.
The footage inside the gas station would identify the occupants of the vehicle as 19-year-old Alicia Valdez, 20-year-old Caleb Vigil, and 20-year-old Devon Howard Lopez. While painting these 3 out to be killers just based on their car make is clearly premature, it's enough evidence for police to file a warrant for the arrest of the 3 suspects so they can bring them in for questioning to try and determine if the bunch had any involvement in Andrew's death. What makes this case so interesting is the amount of blatant lies and misinformation that would come out during these interrogations. You would think that at least
the
one
women
of the
is worse than the dudes.
Guilty and confess, but everyone involved.
They don't seem like they care. He's stressing. He's stressing the fuck out. He been doing that every clip they showing him. He's stressing out. The 2 girls, they don't give him not a single fuck. He must have hated that motherfucker. You kill someone and you go and fuck up 7-Eleven. Yo, that's what I'm saying, gang. Like, yo ass really go kill, bro. You go shoot somebody, then run them over, and then go cop you some snacks is diabolical work.
And lie to lessen their perceived role in the crime. But at this point, the police have yet to apprehend any suspects. Their only lead is a lifeless body sprawled on the pavement and 2 shaken witnesses who made the 911 call. Police start by questioning Alexis, the witness who called the cops. Remember, this is an interview and not an interrogation, as currently Alexis is considered a witness rather than a suspect. But there is something suspicious.
I ain't gonna lie. Alexis look like she will beat all their ass, no cap.
About her that the detectives want to clarify. 3 years earlier,
and you pay for my food, I'm not gonna lie, I am broke as shit. No cap. I'm hoping somebody pay for my food.
Currently, Alexis is considered a witness rather than a suspect, but there is something suspicious about her that the detectives want to clarify. 3 years earlier, Alexis was charged as an accessory to murder after her boyfriend shot and killed one of his friends from the vehicle she was driving. The detective leading the interview, Nathan Girdis, would discover this information during a brief preparation period prior to the interview and is curious as to if maybe she had more to do with Andrew's murder than she was letting on.
I told you she looked like she whooped somebody's ass, gang.
We pulled up, we parked in the back parking lot. My friend got out to go into the dispensary. Sitting on my phone, playing on Facebook, heard the shot, thought it was a firework for a second until I looked up and saw the victim face down on the floor. And the shooter, there was a silver Pontiac in front of the victim. And the shooter was in front of the car, still kind of standing by the victim's body with the gun pointed at him. And then got back into the Pontiac on the passenger side. They hesitated for a minute on which way they're gonna pull off. Looked like they were trying not to hit him. They kind of looked around the parking lot to see if anyone saw it. I was kind of trying to duck as much as possible. I got out of the car.
Better
Once
duck.
I saw they were gone.
They gonna off you too.
Ran up to him, I said, "Are you hit?" He said, "Yes, please help me." Called 911, let him know there was an ambulance on the way. Sounded like he was kind of crying. He wasn't saying anything else. After 2 minutes, the crying stopped. So went to check for a pulse. There was no pulse.
Big neck?
Big neck.
You alright?
Yeah.
Take note of Alexis's posture when discussing the shooting. She's leaned in towards the officer and seems comfortable, showing little signs of resistance. This language presents truthfulness on her behalf, so it's unlikely she feels any guilt, which likely means that her recollection of events is indeed accurate to what she believed happened.
So you hear nothing. The first thing that catches your attention is a shot. Okay? Are you familiar with guns?
That's what I'm on probation for.
How so?
I was dating a guy for 3 weeks. He asked for a ride and shot and killed somebody at the King Soopers on Sheridan Hampton in 2015.
So you heard a gun go off?
Yeah, he was fine.
3 weeks? A motherfucker you met and you was only around for 3 weeks went and popped somebody and now you on probation. That is fucking tough.
Feet in front of me on that one too.
Got some tremendous luck.
Yeah.
What'd she say?
There's 5 feet in front of me on that one too.
Got some tremendous luck.
Yeah.
Did you get charged?
Yeah. Accessory to a crime, F4.
How does this make you feel?
I don't know. I mean, it was hard. I was glad I was able to react like that because I didn't react like that with my case. At the same time, my PO and everybody's probably gonna shoot my ass for it, but he didn't die alone. He knew somebody was there trying to help him. Just being around it and being around the situation.
Your fault?
No. But there's...
Did you know this was gonna go down?
No.
This interview clearly showcased the responses suspects make when dealing with discomfort. We could physically see her subtle movement patterns and how they coincided with certain emotions Alexis was feeling. Her body language makes sense. She felt uncomfortable while discussing her own criminal history, which is completely reasonable. However, when discussing a crime she had no part in, her demeanor changed significantly, with an open posture and willingness to answer every question. And with this, we should be now more prepared to analyze the interrogation
Yeah,
of
shit. I feel like she
Alexis'
clean, bro.
suspect.
I feel like Alexis is clean, bro.
Later on in this video. Following
She
this
guilty as
interview,
fuck.
police would continue their hunt to find the whereabouts of the 3 inside the suspected vehicle, and it wouldn't take them long at all. Just a few hours later, at 4 a.m., an officer spotted a vehicle closely resembling the one described by Alexis driving recklessly and pulled it over. It quickly became clear that this was no ordinary traffic stop.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
Hey, Officer Lloyd, Denver Police. You can't turn left there.
Oh, I can't?
No, it says there's a big sign up there that says "Do not turn left." That's just,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you don't have a front plate either. Is it up in the window?
Yeah, because
Okay.
my thing is broken, so I got to get a new one to actually hold it.
The bracket?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, do you have your license, registration, insurance, ma'am?
There's those?
Okay.
There you go.
Alicia Valdez. Alicia, gotta have you step out for a second. Don't grab anything with you, okay? Just step on out for me. Yeah, put your hands behind your back. You got a warrant, okay?
Why?
Damn, 19 already off the 6. Life is fucked up for her already.
Why do you have a warrant? You probably know that better than I do, but we're gonna do some research and tell you exactly what it is. Yeah, they put out a felony warrant out for you.
A felony warrant?
Yeah.
Yep. Do you have anything on you I need to know about?
I don't.
Okay.
All right, if you wanna watch them, I'll pat him down real quick. I'm just gonna set you down on the curb, okay? You just put your wallet on the top, man. I'll give it back to you in a sec here, okay? Go ahead and just put him right behind. You're not in trouble, you're not going to jail, you're not getting arrested right now. All right, just gonna pat you down real quick, man. You can put your phone in your pocket. Same thing as your partner, you're not going to jail, you're not getting handcuffed. I'm just doing this for while you're gonna be sitting behind us, okay?
Damn, all of them fit in that.
Okay, anything?
Hold on, how the fuck that other big girl with this one gonna hop in the same fucking car? How the fuck they fit in that bitch? I ain't gonna lie, that's intrusive thought, Chad. I'm sorry, that was intrusive thought.
Her in your pockets you know about?
No.
Perfect, okay, you can go have a seat with him, okay? Is this your gold phone? Okay.
Clown that car shit on me, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. The first girl, she oversized. She a little oversized. And the other girl is too. So how the fuck, you feel me? Like, she was obviously on the driver's side. How the fuck one big motherfucker and another big motherfucker end up in the same fucking predicament? I know that bitch was hot, sweaty, and stank ass puss smell in that bitch. I know it was.
At this very moment, the officer would discover a pistol inside the vehicle. Caleb had just stated there were no guns inside the vehicle just minutes earlier. So the officer quickly places Caleb under arrest so they can safely investigate this increasingly tense situation.
Stand up, man. Stand up.
You cooked, nigga.
You're not gonna tell me there's a gun in the seat next to you? What? You're gonna tell me that you're gonna try to leave a gun on the seat when you left? That'd be nice to know, wouldn't it? Oh, and a pocket full of bullets. How about this? I'm about to get out of the car. Officer, I have a gun on me. Right?
Come on, bro.
What's that? One more person? They're all hooked. Did you let them know that this is in the car? What is it? SCCY 9mm.
All four would be arrested following the discovery of Caleb's pistol. However, throughout the entire process, Alicia, the owner of the car, would stay eerily optimistic, as if she hadn't yet connected the dots that her arrest was related to Andrew's murder.
Just stay right there for a second.
Yes, sir.
Let's have a seat over here in this black chair.
If you could possibly find me a restroom, I would really appreciate it.
Now that the suspects have finally been secured, detectives would begin the process of individually interrogating all four suspects, with separate preparation and planning made for each interrogation in attempts to get as many differing stories and general information as possible.
Man, I know you
They would
sweating your ass off when you getting questioned.
Who was allegedly the driver of
the only thing going through your head while you going through this is, bro, nobody better not say nothing. That's the only thing you thinking.
The vehicle. They sit her in an open room with a large TV to her left and a digital clock behind. This is drastically different from the cold, empty room seen earlier in this video. This is
They're trying to get her
purposefully.
comfortable.
This room is meant to feel welcoming and open.
I know it.
The table creates a subconscious, comforting barrier between the suspect and the detectives, something that's absent in many more aggressive interrogations. The objective is to get Alicia to feel comfortable and willing to speak to the detectives. Remember, at this point, Alicia knows very little about what evidence the cops have. She has no idea that everything was recorded on CCTV, and they know that her car was there. The plan is to set a trap that prevents Alicia from denying that she was at the scene, so the more willing she is to talk at the beginning, the better. That's why they start the questioning off lightly, but it'll ramp up in no time at all.
Yeah, just have a seat right there. Want some water?
Thank you.
No? Okay. It's over here if you want it.
Okay, thank you.
You all right?
Cold. Yeah. It was nice earlier.
Yeah.
The detectives offer her water to immediately try to appear friendly and form a bond. People are much more likely to tell a friend something than they are a stranger, so this is an extremely important step. You'll notice this friendly demeanor slowly fades and changes as the interrogation continues.
And where do you live at?
Right now, kind of a bit of everywhere.
Okay. Where do you?
In my car.
In your car? Okay.
Keep this fact in mind for later on in the interrogation, as the detectives will use it to prove she was at the scene later on.
We're in the car with you today. It's your car, right?
Mm-hmm.
How long have you owned that car?
I've had that car for, I believe, about 6 months.
So 6 months about?
Mm-hmm.
You've owned it?
Where did you get it?
I bought it from a public auction down in Colorado Springs.
Okay.
Okay, so you have keys to the car.
Mm-hmm.
Have you given your keys to anybody else?
No, the only ones that were there are the ones that were in the car.
Okay, so when you bought the car, there was one set of keys?
Mm-hmm. And then I had another maid, but they're together. They're on the same.
Okay.
This is a simple question, and it should have a definitive answer. Based on what she's just said, the fact that the only 2 keys are in her possession, there's no reason for her to be unsure who has access to the car. She's deflecting.
For real.
So you say you've been kind of homeless here recently?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, living out of that car?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where else have you been staying?
Sometimes with gentlemen in the green out there.
Caleb?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we'll talk about who else was in the car with you tonight?
My boyfriend and another young woman I don't know.
Who's your boyfriend?
Devon's.
Where'd you meet?
You already got me. How the fuck you stay with a nigga? You stay with Caleb, but your boyfriend is Devon? What the fuck? Like, nah, gang, that don't sit right with me. Both of them clapping that little shit.
him?
And he gonna say she don't know her.
Okay.
If you haven't noticed already, Alicia is extremely nervous. We're 10 minutes into this interview and her
They may live together. That might be fake, but why she ain't say she lived with both of them then? She said she been living with Caleb. I don't know, bro. We about to see. Let's see that she been living with both of them or not.
leg hasn't stopped bouncing up and down the entire time. She's also been moving around in her chair and avoiding eye contact while answering very simple questions.
Cause she lying her ass
Even
up.
without the evidence that they'd already collected beforehand, the detectives would likely already be convinced that she played a part in what happened. Now it's just about exploiting these weaknesses and extracting a confession using everything they know. And the process starts by establishing a timeline.
Who are the other 2 people in the car?
Caleb, I met him through mutual friends too. I haven't really known him that long.
What about the girl? Do you know her name?
I have no idea who
So
she
you
is.
live with her, but you don't really know her?
Just tonight.
Where did you pick her up at?
I don't know, because I don't know Denver like that.
Where were you at before you left to go?
I don't know, because I don't know
Oh, she said because she don't know Denver like that.
Where were you at before you left to go pick this girl up?
Caleb's.
Was Devon there with you?
Mm-hmm.
So you were a few hours at Caleb's house, and then Caleb asked you to go pick this girl up. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So they don't. Hey,
And you were headed to Caleb's house when the police stopped you. Like, have I got all that right?
We were headed back, but I stopped at the 7-Eleven down the street so I could
Which 7-Eleven?
get some drinks. The one off of Colfax and Ogden, I think.
Okay.
The detectives now have a story that Alicia is locked into, meaning that if anything she says contradicts this, they'll know she's lying, and they can use it to trap her to put on more pressure.
You
Alicia,
get me?
however,
she getting clapped by the team. I'm telling you, bro. Soon she said it, I was already hit. She going for the whole team.
is playing a game of her own and trying her best to dodge questions and hide certain details from the cops, but she's fighting a losing battle, and the cops know it.
How long have you been staying at Caleb's house?
Not really a lot.
I'm just trying to get a sense of like every other night, every night, 5 nights a week. What? Just give me an idea.
Damn, and you see this, bro? Ain't no room in this bed. Ain't nowhere to go. She got to stay on the bed too, Boy, what? It's over with. Her boyfriend letting her get overly clapped. Then they got to be a cuck or something. It's over with.
Maybe like 1 to 2 nights.
1 to 2
Hell
nights a week.
no.
What were you doing today before you went to Caleb's house?
Mainly just hanging out with my boyfriend. He's trying to keep me distracted off today.
Well, because of the, that's, we all have stuff like that.
I know.
Yeah. Okay, so where were you hanging out at?
Really just everywhere driving.
Driving?
But that was about it.
Okay.
Hold on, what she kind of get distracted from?
Okay.
But Alicia is all too aware that the final thing they did last night is exactly what police want to know about, and she absolutely cannot bring it up.
You stayed anywhere else since you come to Denver other than Caleb's or your car?
I stayed at this one girl's house. I don't remember her name. Like I said, I met her through mutual friends. But those friends that I did meet her through, I'm no longer really in contact with.
Okay, how long ago was that you stayed at her house? A week ago?
A week ago.
How you stay at somebody's house and don't know their name, bro? Like, she think people stupid. You telling me you going to lay your head on somebody's bed, somebody's couch, and you don't know who that person is? Like, you don't know their first name, gang? Come on, bro. So she stayed at her crib, and that's what I'm saying. That sounds fucking stupid. Like, she do know she talking to fucking detectives, right? Like, she don't even know how to lie right. She sleeping on a table while she get
Did Devin stay with you at her house too?
Yeah, he's with me all the time.
This is an extremely important statement. If they can confirm
Whoa, what'd she say?
For something to
Did Devin stay with you at her house too?
Yeah, he's with me all the time.
This is an extremely important statement. If they can confirm that either Devon or Alicia was at the scene of the crime, they'll be able to lock both of them into it. The detective immediately realizes the importance of this and forces her to double down on her statement.
Now, has Devin been with you the entire time? Since you've been here in Denver? And since he stayed with you at her house? And he's been staying with you in your car or at Caleb's this whole time, up until tonight? Okay.
Damn.
So, has Devin been in the car with you every time you've been out in the car?
I believe so, yes.
Now, on top of the
That's
information from
crazy.
before, the detective.
So see, now you with me. He watching it happen. It's either they tag teaming that look, or you feel me, he on some cuck shit. You know what I'm saying? I was here with it. But she is talking too much.
Detectives know that wherever her car
She's
was,
cooked.
both her and Devon had to have been there too. This is where the second stage of the interrogation begins. They're aware she's guilty, have an extremely detailed timeline of events, and know she's feeling extremely uncomfortable. Now, the plan is simple. They want her to give up as much information about the actual murder and the other suspects as possible, so they can easily implicate everyone else that's waiting for their interrogation. So the detectives take a short break. When they sit back down, they plan to switch gears completely. They're going to heavily apply the pressure and attempt to extract a full confession.
Thank you for all this. It's pretty apparent to me you're being truthful about things. And it's also apparent that there's some stuff you don't want to talk about. But we've been sitting here talking for a while. I genuinely like you. I think you're a good kid. Well, to me, you're a kid.
Well, I mean, I am a kid.
Yeah, you're younger than my daughter. Okay. You're up here from the Springs. You've had some stuff in your life, but now you're up here in Denver hanging with these guys that you've got, some history. Some rough history, not your kind of history, right? You're kind of out of your element up here, all right? I don't know that you got yourself into trouble, other than the people you're hanging with, but these other people have gotten you into a lot of trouble.
Who?
Caleb, for one.
He got me in a lot of trouble.
You just told me we spent a long time. You were very clear that no one else has been driving your car for the last week. Okay? That you and Devon, or you and Devon and Caleb have been in your car. There's a few random people you don't know, but even when those random people are in the car, you and Devon are in the car. And that's you staying with that?
Pretty much.
Okay.
It's a common tactic to give a suspect an excuse for what they've done. In this case, the detective says he genuinely believes she's a good kid and has just been swept along in what's happened.
She's
It's
getting
likely he'll
finessed.
also tell her at some point soon that if she helps them out, they might be able to give her a much lighter sentence. It's also important
Every
to note that he's
time,
still
bro.
trying to keep a friendly demeanor to her, and the reason for this hasn't changed. If he starts to get angry at her now, she might become closed off and refuse to tell them anything. If anything, he's even trying to seem fatherly, choosing to mention his daughter and calling her a kid, something that could even be a response to her saying her father passed away when she was younger. However, all
I
of
ain't hear
this
that.
is leading up to something.
See, that's why I say you always need your dad in your life, gang. Especially daughters, gang. Y'all, they need their dad in their life for real, cause this shit is absurd. I wish I would. I wish a motherfucker would say my daughter going to a nigga house and she got a boyfriend and her boyfriend coming in. But what? You 19 over here basically getting tag team. Over here riding around standing around people's house. You don't know what their name is. And, bro, come on, gang. Lost your fucking mom,
Finally
boy.
going to reveal why she's really there and exactly what they know.
So, remember the day that it was raining? It was snowing, real bad weather? That was Friday.
Mm-hmm.
That night, the night before all that snow and rain,
Mm-hmm.
do you remember where you were that night?
Say I could not tell you.
Okay. Do you remember being in a dark parking lot that night?
Okay, I don't know.
Okay, look at me. Your car is at the scene of a murder. Someone got out of your car, shot someone, and killed them. Got back into your car and drove away. You just told me that you were driving your car all week. You need to tell me the truth.
I don't recall.
You don't recall?
I don't.
We have it on video. I know that the person who shot this guy is a guy. I know it wasn't you. I know it was your car. You tell me you're the only one driving your car, so you were driving the car.
I mean, yeah, but I don't recall being in wherever you're saying I was.
Picture yourself in this
What?
situation. If you'd just been told that police believe you were at the scene of the crime, would your first response be, I don't recall?
Fucking
Anybody
idiot.
innocent would be shocked to hear this information and do everything they could to clear their name and distance themselves from the crime. Alicia was there. And now the detectives are more certain of this than ever. And they're starting to get frustrated.
Bro, who
Honestly,
wouldn't, bro? You lying your
need
ass
to
off,
be
man.
honest with me here.
I am.
No, you're not. I do know you were driving the car. Now, driving the car could make you an accessory to murder. If you're going to sit here and tell me you don't remember, no one in the world, no one. You put yourself in my position, okay? I know you were driving the car. I know your car was there because I got video of it.
I really don't.
Put yourself in my position. Do you think anybody in the world is going to believe that you don't remember that?
I don't
Dumbass.
know. I just, like I said, I drive everywhere, and
Yeah,
It don't matter if you drive everywhere, bro. If somebody go pop somebody in your face, you gonna know they just got popped. You think niggas is stupid. You on video. They just told you that. You couldn't come up with nothing other than I don't recall. I don't recall. You're cooked. And to make it even worse, she obviously, you feel me? She going from house to house, boom, boom. She obviously ain't gonna have no lawyers or nothing. She is fucked. It's over with.
you would have remembered this
The
song.
only thing she could have did was lie right.
This is a chilling line from the detective, and you can clearly see it almost startles Alicia. The sight of that man being shot will be burned into her mind, and being so clearly reminded of it would be jolting, to say the least. In fact, the detectives didn't even realize exactly how traumatizing it might have been until just moments later.
Tonight, Caleb had a gun on him.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know he had a gun on him?
No, because I don't just pat everybody down that comes in my car.
Well, you know he owns a gun, right? You're staying at his place. You drive with him every day.
No, not every day. But...
Well, I mean, so he probably carries a gun with him for protection. In the parts of town.
Well, really, I don't really like seeing guns. I don't really like being around guns.
But
only because of what happened to my dad.
Have you seen him with a gun before?
Not really, no, because I don't pay attention.
What happened to your dad with a gun?
He was murdered.
He was murdered?
Yeah.
Okay. With a gun. So this was probably pretty traumatic for you, seeing someone murdered with a gun.
I did not see anybody being
It happened right in front of your car.
Like I said, I don't recall.
Notice how quickly the detective hones in on her father's murder and how similar that may have been to this incident. He's looking for any opening to make her feel uncomfortable and guilty. And as horrible as it may sound, this is about as good as you can get. So the detectives take one last break to think about their final move and come back with the last and possibly most damning piece of evidence of all.
Want some more water or something?
She's stressing. She's stressing.
You've been on the other side of this, haven't you? With your dad. You've been on the other side of this whole thing, haven't you?
What does that mean?
I mean, you had a family member murdered. So you've seen the other side of this.
Well, not really.
Whoa, what?
Not really. They let the man that did it go away.
They did.
You've been on the other side of it, as in you know how I feel. Not really.
How'd that feel?
Mm-hmm.
Did they catch him and not?
And they let him go? I mean, the way I see it, it's life's go ahead and live it.
No,
you know?
that's not all right. You don't believe that. When you got stopped tonight, there was a gun in your car.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the gun that they took out of your car?
I didn't see it, no.
You didn't see it, but they took a gun out of your car. Okay, that was the gun that was used to murder this man. You can prove that too. That's an easy one. The gun that was in your car.
You sure it was?
Oh, I'm sure it was. Yes, I can prove that. That's easy.
Mm-hmm.
The bullet that we dug out of this man's chest at the autopsy came from that gun that just came out of your car. That's a fact too. Your car was in the parking lot where he was shot. You tell me, how did the gun that murdered a man get into your car?
I don't know.
The detectives get very little other information out of her.
She tightened it up a little bit.
But they've already gotten more
She
than
tightened it
enough.
up.
They've heavily implicated
But she's
her in the
cooked
crime,
still.
and it sounds as though Devon had to have been there with her too. It's at this point that we'll take a break from the suspect's interrogation, as, unfortunately, convicting the criminals is only one half of these officers' jobs. And while all of this is going on, another team of detectives and officers are tasked with the brutal job of breaking the news of Andrew's death to his family.
Oh, that's
Andrew's
terrible,
girlfriend,
yeah.
Jessica, was the only one awake. So in the middle of the night, she'd get a knock on the door from a group of detectives.
All right, Jessica. Well, I appreciate you answering my questions. So I have some news for you. It's not. I'm just going to come out and say it. Andrew's dead.
You're joking?
I'm not joking. Andrew is dead.
What happened?
He was shot, and he died in the parking lot.
Oh my god! Have you guys already informed his mom or anything?
You're the first person I was able to get a hold of, and I know that this is hard.
That's fucked up.
To hear.
Oh my god!
This clip is devastating, as it seems like Jessica had absolutely no idea of any of the events that transpired earlier that night. As far as she was aware, Andrew was simply going out to get them barbecue dinner. However, as sad as this is, detectives have to consider the possibility of Andrew having some sort of connection to the group. For all they know, this could have been a drug deal gone wrong or some other illegal activity that caused the shooting. With this in mind, detectives would bring Jessica to the station where they could conduct a formal interview to determine if Andrew had any prior connection to the group that killed him. While preparing for the interview, a strange discovery would be made. Police were given an anonymous tip that Jessica's own brother had been planning to kill Andrew.
Damn, what the
two
fuck?
had supposedly
Hold
a recurring
on.
issue with one another that had gotten progressively worse. This is awfully
Her brother?
coincidental, and something detectives need to get to the bottom of.
My brother just saw it on the news. They just put it on the news.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I saw the picture of him on there.
Okay. I bet that was pretty rough. So I received information going back a year, maybe 2 years. Your brother had threatened Andrew.
Yeah,
basically.
He didn't threaten him directly. It was indirectly to me. Meaning I was driving to work one morning and we were having a fight, and that's when he really unnerved me. So I told Andrew, and then Andrew wanted to take it to the police, and the police said your best option would be just to move away from the situation. So we did.
What was said? It was obviously fairly egregious. If
basically it was just probably something to the effect, I'll just take him out too.
What do you think he meant?
I'll take him out too.
I mean, well, the first thought to my head is to kill him, taking someone out.
Well, these comments from Jessica's brother are disturbing.
Hold on, so who else has
Jessica
you killed?
doesn't seem too bothered by it now, but at the time, they took it seriously enough to move houses just to get away from him. But the detective can't
Oh yeah, that
just
nigga a
take
demon.
Jessica's word for
Nigga, I ain't gonna lie. Boy, you start moving away because of one person, that nigga is a fucking demon. No cap.
this. Luckily, there are some simple ways that he might be able to prove if he was involved or not.
What kind of car does your brother drive?
The Pathfinder.
What color is that?
Green. Like a dark forest green.
Does your brother have access to firearms or anything like that?
He's not allowed to.
Why not?
He has charges against him for past stupidity.
Okay.
And I don't know all those crimes because I didn't bother to try to talk to him about them.
The description of his cars don't match up with the one on CCTV at all, and if he's not allowed access to any firearms, then it's very unlikely that he was their guy. However, before they wrap up the interview, Jessica asks a final, devastating question.
Can I just ask you one question?
Sure.
Andrew? Can I ask you, where he was shot? Just because his mom told me that when he was shot, the witness who saw it ran to him and stayed with him until he passed.
He was shot in the chest.
Yeah. You don't deserve that at all.
No, nobody deserves that. So, from all accounts, from what you've been saying, it seems like he was a very good guy.
Yeah.
This question echoed in the detectives' heads for the rest of this case. It really seemed like Andrew was a nice, peaceful man who was brutally killed that night. Detectives would go on to interview Jessica's brother as well and managed to fully clear his name as a suspect. Caleb, Devon, and Alicia had no connection to Andrew. This was a cold-blooded
That's
murder.
crazy.
This case had just taken a
They
far
ain't even
more
know him?
sinister turn, and detectives had to find justice for not only Andrew, but for the rest of his family. After Alicia's interrogation, they would bring in Caleb, the man who they at this point believe actually pulled the trigger. But Caleb wasn't planning on making things easy. His interrogation lasts just 4 minutes, but opens up an entirely new side to this investigation, filled with dozens of shocking new pieces of evidence, all sparked by just one tiny thing that he said.
I ain't gonna lie, out of all people, I feel like he was gonna be the one to shut the fuck up. I'm surprised that he gave out some information, bro.
All right, Caleb. It's been a long night, huh?
Yeah.
All right, Caleb, I'm Detective John Meone. I'm a detective here with Denver, and I'm going to talk to you about your traffic stop, your friends, and the gun that you had on you tonight. What's your home address, Caleb?
1548 in Fountain.
If you want to talk to me about what happened, your answer is yes. If you don't want to talk to me, you should say no.
No, that avoiding.
Okay.
All right, he's smarter. He's smarter than her.
The interrogation ended here, but unbeknownst to Caleb, he gave away a crucial piece of evidence, his address, and it took police no time at all to obtain a search warrant.
Police, open up the door. Police, open the door. Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Step up.
Who else is in here?
Nobody just needs her.
Who the fuck is that?
If you're in here, make yourself known. Do it now. Police department, come out. Come out with your hands up.
That
How many?
was one of Caleb's friends, and he's one of the 3 keys inside this apartment that would unlock the case for the detectives. The second was this giant.
Bro looked like Post Malone. Damn, that nigga got crazy ammo. What the fuck? That nigga got like, damn, he got dinner 1,000 rounds.
Stock of 9mm bullets that perfectly matched the bullet found lodged inside Andrew's body. And if that wasn't damning enough, there was one more piece of evidence inside that was the most shocking of all, but the police hadn't even realized it yet. Instead, they wanted to have a quick conversation with the man they found inside. It seems that Caleb was known to this guy as Modelo, and Devon as Silencio. Often friends of suspects like this tend to keep their mouths shut out of trust, but this time, well, see for yourself.
Modelo got out of the car, I guess, to go mug this dude with a gun. Dude dropped the wall.
This nigga snitching all off rip. You staying at his house, he like, bro, I'm not going down for this shit. I'm pussy as hell. I'm not doing this shit for you. Nigga, I'm telling you everything. It's over. You're gone.
On the ground. Modelo unloaded the door.
But this
shit, let's hear him snitch.
Well, see for yourself.
Modelo got out of the car, I guess, to go mug this dude with a gun. Dude dropped the wallet on the ground. Modelo unloaded the gun into somebody, I guess. So whoever was in the car, I guess, Silencio just told me that they saw him get back up or whatever, and they ran him over as they drove off.
Damn!
That's all I know.
This was everything detectives could have asked.
Damn! The whole story? It had told everything, bro. You folded for free. Not a threat, just instantly just lawn chair. Damn, that's crazy. See, this is why you don't tell people shit if you do something crazy, bro. You keep that shit to yourself. They went and told bro. Now bro done told everything. Stupid as fuck.
But what came next was their most haunting discovery of all. Inside Caleb's house was a receipt from 7-Eleven dated just minutes after the murder, proving that Caleb, Devon, and Alicia were indeed the ones laughing at the gas station after the murder. All of these events transpired over 24 hours.
Fuck?
But police
They tried to mug a motherfucker, killed him, and then now they laughing at the gas station?
had left out one crucial suspect, Devon, aka Silencio, and it was for good.
Bro, was it a sweet tea and a slushy game? These motherfuckers copped a sweet Arizona and some 5-hour energy. Hell no.
Just minutes after the murder, proving that Caleb, Devon, and Alicia were indeed the ones laughing at the gas station.
That shit diabolical, bro.
All of these events transpired over 24 hours, but police had left out one crucial suspect, Devon, aka Silencio, and it was for good reason. Police knew Devon was desperate to keep his girlfriend Alicia from getting charged, so if they could use that against him, they might be able to get him to admit to the murders. The mounting pressure on Devon became so intense that he started confessing to other crimes and robberies he had committed in the past.
What the fuck? Yo! You committed to stuff they ain't even had nothing on? You folding like that? I ain't gonna lie. You don't need to do no crimes, period, gang. You so desperate. You snitched about stuff they ain't even know. I ain't ever heard no shit like that. What the fuck? It's a bitch. Bro. Oh my god, gang. Bro, what?
Me and Caleb together have done crimes before. Okay.
He had committed in the past.
I'll tell you straight up, me and Caleb together have done crimes before. Okay.
What you're about to witness is a 21-year-old talking himself into over 300 years in prison.
Wow.
Yeah.
300 years?
Do you go by Devon? Yeah. I'm probably gonna screw that up, so if I do, I apologize, alright? I'm not worried about it. So, Devon, like I said, my name is Mark Spurgeon. I'm an investigator with the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. You know Nate, right? You know we're both cops? Yep. Okay. It's been my understanding that when they made contact with you this afternoon that you were willing to talk to?
Goddamn, they need a budget for another camera. Shit, this bitch glitchy. Other one was cool. This motherfucker just glitchy as fuck.
Talk to us again, is that true?
To an extent, yeah.
Okay, to an extent? Okay.
Hold on. We gotta listen to him. He said to an extent.
It's been my understanding that when they made contact with you this afternoon that you were willing to talk to us again, is that true?
To an extent, yeah.
Okay, to an extent? Okay. I just like to start and make sure you understand your rights, because one of the things I don't want to do in this room is violate your rights. You have these rights and I think they're important to you. So, you know where you're at?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, kinda.
All right. I know this sounds stupid, but I want to make sure that you understand what we're doing. Where you at?
Some police station.
Okay. All right. What state are you in?
Colorado.
Who's the president?
Trump.
The detectives are being perhaps even more careful at the beginning of this interrogation than they were in Alicia's. They want to confirm that Devon is of sound mind right now, leaving the defense absolutely no opportunity to invalidate this piece of evidence in court. They can't leave any room for error, because they know he's likely only here for one reason: to confess.
I'm into this investigation somewhat late, so I kind of want to start out and ask you, why are we sitting in this room? Why are we here? Fill me in.
I was involved in the murder of somebody.
Okay.
That's why.
That's why? So tell me about it. Because there's a reason that you want to talk about it, right?
That shit eating at him. He twitching.
Trouble, but she had nothing to do with it.
All right. Like I said, I come in late to this.
Yeah.
Who's your girl?
Alicia Valdez.
The detective's plan worked perfectly. He's here to tell the cops everything in hopes that he can maybe get his girlfriend out of trouble. But you can still clearly see how uncomfortable with this he is. As soon as he's asked why he's here, he goes from sitting perfectly still to dancing around in his chair, searching his pockets, and leaning back away from the detectives. It doesn't matter if he thinks this is the right thing to do, he still knows he's being checkmated, and he's about to sentence himself to a lifetime in jail.
You want to get her out of trouble?
Yeah.
All right.
She had nothing to do with it. She's not a criminal. She ain't even been to jail before till now.
Okay. Was she there?
Yeah, she didn't know anything was gonna happen though. She didn't have any hand in it at all.
Okay.
I was driving and you can figure out the rest. I'm sure you already have.
Like I said, I'm coming into this new. I learned about this literally this morning. They asked me to come in and kind of assist. So that's what I'm doing. Do me a favor, walk me through. Because if you want to get her out of the situation she's in, I understand, I respect that. But I need to know what happened, so walk me through it.
We were driving around, honestly, for nights, having fun.
Drive around having fun?
Yeah. We like to drive. It's fun. We listen to music. Then we had to pull into this parking lot. And then from there, I don't really feel like I need to speak on.
Why not?
Because you guys already have pretty much everything figured out. You guys know she did not pull the trigger.
Okay.
That's what matters. I'm just here to get her out of trouble. I'm not here to get anyone else in trouble, except for myself, obviously.
Right.
All I can tell you is no one knew that the shooting was going to happen. It was not planned.
So it wasn't planned?
Hell no, it wasn't planned. Who planned on driving to a parking lot shooting some random white guy?
Were you planning on robbing him?
Like I said, I wasn't planning on doing it.
Was Caleb planning on robbing him?
Like I said, I'm not going to speak on that.
This is one of the detectives' leading theories about what happened. They don't necessarily believe that they planned on murdering Andrew. They think that this was more likely a robbery gone wrong. They intended to just steal Andrew's money, but ended up freaking out, shooting him, and running him over to ensure he couldn't turn them into the cops.
And running them over, though. You cook. So basically, he just said he was driving, so you just admitted that you ran a nigga over. Fucking idiot.
The victim, the kid that died.
He's not a kid, he's 27. But
right. He is to me.
True. Well, like I said, I don't know. I wasn't planning on anything happening to him. I didn't know what was going to happen to this guy. Okay. So when something went off, I drove off.
Okay. What happens? We need to know what happens.
Well, everyone knows you got shot.
Yeah, I know that. But I'm trying to figure out who shot him, and I need somebody to tell me that.
Well, I'm not going to tell you anything because I'm sure you guys already know. And
Yeah.
if you guys can't figure that out, then there's some issues. Because
Well, let me ask you this. What I'm trying to...
She didn't shoot. You know, she didn't pull trigger. I told you I was driving.
Right.
I mean, can put the rest together. It's not up to me.
But I guess I'm trying to understand is why. I'm trying to understand the motive.
I don't know. I told you. None of us do that happen. I'm sitting in the damn car.
Mm-hmm.
So I obviously don't know anything's going to happen.
You drive him there. You put him in that lot.
Unfortunately, that's how it looks. That is how it happened.
Yeah.
It's just nothing. I'm telling you, nothing was planned.
Let me ask you this. Were you just thinking of, was Caleb, or do you even know, was Caleb trying just to rip off, get some money? And it's bad?
We're not perfect. I've done before.
At this point, it's obvious that Devon's lawyer will have told him clearly not to discuss anything
Don't
that
say
doesn't
shit
relate
else.
directly to Alicia. He's only going to talk about anything that might help get her out of trouble. It's also at this point that the detective realizes that. He knows that he's not going to get anything out of Devon beyond that, so that's when he decides to do something extremely clever. He's going to abuse the fact that Devon only wants to get Alicia out of trouble, and phrase his next question in a way that forces him to give up some vital information.
I'm not going to speak on anything else besides me and Alicia.
Well, let me ask you this. Did you guys talk about it?
What do you mean?
Did you guys talk about it? Did you and Caleb say, hey, this is what we're thinking about? Because I'm trying to figure out, is she the one planning this?
Alicia had nothing to do with any of this.
So help me understand that.
I'll tell you straight up, me and Caleb together have done crimes before.
Okay. I'm worried about this one.
This one right here. This is supposed to go like that.
How was it supposed to go?
Like I said, I don't see the need to get in all that. It's not going to benefit me or her. I don't see, or him.
Well, right now we're still trying to figure out her role. And if we can explain her role, and there's only two people that can explain her role, you and Caleb. Caleb ain't talking to us. Without us understanding the specifics of how this went down, and if her involvement or what her involvement was in that, with some explanation that we can go back to a DA and say, hey, this is what's going on. This person was honest. She didn't know it was going to go down. But I've got to know that, but I've got to understand how it got planned then. You understand? I have to have some type of specifics to try to sell that.
He's cooked. He about to snitch. He gonna snitch.
If Devon wants to get Alicia out of trouble and prove
Even
she
more.
didn't plan the murder, he'll have to tell them exactly
Everything.
who did, solving the case for them on the spot. He's been checkmated, because no matter what story he tells them from this point out, they've got the evidence to prove or disprove it. Their entire plan was just to get him to talk, and that's
It's
exactly
over,
what
man.
they've done. Now, it's finally time they heard the truth.
That's why I'm irritated about this, because I don't know this fool nothing about him.
Did you see the confrontation go down between Caleb and this guy?
It looked like the white dude was attacking the person, honestly, but I saw the end of it right before the dude got shot.
Do you remember when you say the white dude was attacking the other guy, right? Could you describe it to me?
It looked like they were squared up and the white dude was rushing the other guy.
Let me ask you, if I stood up, would you show me? If I stood up and I'm the white dude, would you show me? Or let me be the shooter, you be the white dude. Would you do that?
Yeah.
So I understand it? Give me the visual.
So if you're the other dude, the white dude.
He giving visuals too.
Bent like this, and he looked like he was squared up. Started running toward him.
Okay, what's this guy doing?
Running backwards, and that's when I heard a gunshot.
All right. Do you remember? Stand up again for me.
Yeah.
So how close are they?
They're about.
Come to me.
They're about. Probably about this, maybe a little further.
Okay.
And then that's when I heard a gunshot go off, and the white dude rushing him.
So the right dude's closing that gap?
Yeah.
So come in. Do they ever get right on top of each other?
No.
So there's always a distance?
Yeah. It's always about both their arms distance.
So, all right.
About both their arms.
Okay.
And he giving an arm distance and all?
Anything in his hand?
I couldn't see. I saw the last end of it. I wasn't really looking for details. I was kind of confused on what was going on.
Okay. All right. This guy, not the white guy, hands together, hands apart.
He's kind of like, he was standing like this, trying to tell the dude to back up. Okay. And that's when the white dude kept rushing. I'm assuming maybe he tried to reach for the gun. I don't know.
Okay.
But that's when the shot goes
Was the
off.
gun in the right hand then?
I can't remember.
Oh, yeah. But he had one hand up and the other hand back.
Yeah.
Is that
Basically.
right? Yeah. Okay.
Getting a suspect.
So basically, he was trying to rush Caleb for the gun to save his own life. Is basically what bro trying to describe. Basically, so Caleb tried to rob him. Is this what we get in chat? Caleb tried to rob him. As Caleb tried to rob him, I guess he wasn't going. He threw the wallet down on the ground. That's what he said earlier. He threw the wallet on the ground, right? When he threw the wallet on the ground, I'm guessing he seen the gun, tried to rush bro for his gun, so he basically wouldn't get robbed, but end up getting popped. That's fucking tough. God damn.
To act out an incident is a great way of proof.
Whole time Caleb in the other room like, why the hell is everybody talking? I know he hot, gang. Everybody didn't talk except for the other girl. They don't even care about her. They like, you a random. But the other two, they snitching. You just fucked up. Y'all fucked up, yeah.
They actually knew what happened. They may be able to match the movements to the CCTV footage or witness accounts, and a defense team will have a hard time arguing that anything here could be misinterpreted. From what Devon is saying, it seems as though there was a struggle between Caleb and Andrew, where the shooter approached Andrew, who quickly tried to defend himself. It's becoming increasingly obvious that this was intended to be a robbery, but when Andrew tried to fight back, it turned into a murder in the blink of an eye.
That's crazy.
When these guys are in your windshield, are they across from each other? Like you're looking at the sides of each other?
They're like this. The position kind of like this.
Could you draw for me?
The white dude, I can't draw, but the white dude's standing. They're both standing. White dude's closer to me. They're kind of like this.
All right, so you're the driver, right? White dude's closer to the front of the car?
Yeah, kind of.
All right, so if you're looking, are you looking at his back, you looking at his sides, looking at his front?
Kind of like that, yeah.
Like this? Where's the other guy?
Right where he is.
I'm kidding. Where's that you at?
Where's the other guy?
They're like.
Hey, yo, I ain't ever in my life seen somebody snitch on this level, gang. Like, I ain't ever seen nobody not only overly snitch and say they did other crimes, but give a whole description without talking to a lawyer or anything. Bro is a bitch. Like, I ain't say I don't know if I'm in that predicament. I'm trying to say maybe. This is that's overly snitching though. Like, giving the whole description is crazy.
You're like that literally, and then but it's a little more this way, and I'm a little more back.
So this way?
Yeah.
What are you seeing of this guy? His front?
I'm not paying attention to him. I'm paying attention to this guy.
Okay. And you think you see him kind of rush?
No, he did rush.
Okay. So he rushes, but not to the point where they're on top of each other.
No, they didn't get it.
They didn't get it.
The other person was backpedaling.
Okay, so this person's moving back, arm up.
They've been backpedaling the whole time. That's when the shot goes off.
Okay.
Tell me where Caleb's arms are at. How's he at?
I'm not even saying it was him.
Again, it sounds.
You just described the entire shooting and said, I'm not even saying it was him. Then who was it, nigga? Like, you just snitched on him. You just said that you and Caleb done plenty of things, plenty of crimes together. You just said that the girls ain't do nothing. You said your girl ain't do nothing. You said you was the driver. It's one person left. So Caleb popped them. Basically, you just snitched. You can't snitch and then take back snitching. What is you doing?
Sounds as though as soon as Andrew realized he was being robbed, he started to go on the offensive, forcing Caleb backwards. According to Devon, he then tried rushing Caleb, which scared Caleb into shooting him. They're slowly closing in on the truth here, but not quite there yet, which is why they're still trying to play some tricks on Devon to try and get everything out of him. Devon hasn't admitted that the shooter was Caleb, but notice how the detectives are consistently naming him as the shooter throughout the story. They're trying to get Devon to
Hold
go
on,
along
is
with
it-
agree or accidentally admit it himself, but he's not slipping up. However, the detectives are relentless and don't stop trying for another hour of tireless interrogation. It's then that Devon finally makes a mistake.
Let's talk about you and her.
Oh, I can't remember all that. Like you said, it's not shit. I just usually work on memorizing.
No, that'd be care about her. That'd be a emotional conversation.
Not really. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't know the dude, so I mean, it's fucked up that this should die, cause I don't know him. I don't know who he is, what kind of person he is, or any of that. But it didn't really strike me emotionally, cause I don't have that many emotions for this. I used to do much. So like, it doesn't really. I mean,
You used to do much worse than
I
this?
don't really have many emotions about it, except for I'm pissed that he's in jail for it. I'm pissed that he died, of course, because I don't know the guy. I'm always pissed about that.
Was Caleb pissed?
Was Caleb pissed? Yeah. He just shot somebody.
Damn.
Imagine you're in this position.
You just so
that your friend shot an innocent man.
Ain't
The
no way.
detectives have been taking that fact for granted for the past 2 hours. They've been using his name, asking questions about details, and refusing to accept the fact that it might not have been him. Eventually, you would internalize this idea and forget that you
He's
even
sold,
need to
bro.
lie. That's what just happened here.
gang. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is why you don't do stuff with other people, bro. He just snitched without even realizing he snitched. He said, bro, he just fucking shot somebody. Boy, I'll watch this tape in court like, nigga, are you for real? That's all it took was a little talking? You couldn't shut up for 1 second? Now Caleb going down, bro. It's over for Caleb, gang. It's over for you and Caleb because you ran him over. But, bro, ain't no way you snitched like that. He just, like, boy, him and his girl just got finessed mentally the entire time.
And it's why Devon barely even realizes that he's
It's
just
cooked.
confirmed that Caleb was in fact the shooter. Of course, there were mountains of evidence against him anyway, but now they have it straight
Tough.
from the source, and a conviction will be easy.
I knew it was
the
him,
detectives now
gang.
only have one last question. Was this really an accident? Or had they planned this out as a murder from minute one?
Do you remember what he said?
Is he panicked?
Oliver's kind of panicked because, like I said, I didn't see it coming. I don't like unexpected things like this happening because of this situation exactly. I mean, look at me now. In here for accessory to murder and that. I didn't see it. I mean, if I do something, it's going to be planned out and it's going to get done correctly, so I'm not in this situation. That's why I was
Why-
kind of
why-
pissed
why-
and I was panicked because I didn't see this about to happen.
So, man,
Tell me why you would tell the police this. Why would you do that? Like, listen to. If it was me, I would plan it out. I wouldn't even got like everything would be planned out, bro. If it was me, everything would be planned out. Wouldn't nothing like this even happen? I basically telling the cops, if I did it, y'all wouldn't have called me. Bro, what the fuck? But don't let this nigga come, bro. I'd be so hot, gang. Like, it's no way. There's no way you talk this much. Bro, just overly snitching. Overly telling shit. Like, for no reason.
ask you this. If this is your deal, and this is your plan, we say you're planning the robbery, you've done it. We've already talked about that. I'm not asking when, dates, when. If this is you're doing, it's not going to be random like this. It's going to be planned out.
Well, yeah, and it's not being a random person usually.
So what Caleb or this other person we're calling did pretty amateur hour, right?
Huh?
Pretty amateur.
What, was this happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like I said, it wasn't even planned. So, I mean, you can't even, I don't even think amateur would be the right word, just random. It wasn't supposed to happen. 98% of the time, I rob somebody, it's not random people, which is why I'm irritated about this whole situation, because I don't know who the hell this guy was, except for what the news said, but the news always makes any white dude who dies look like a peach, so I don't know. But that's why I'm irritated about this, because I don't know this fool, nothing about him.
Devon's main point ended up being that if he had planned the murder, then they simply wouldn't have caught him. So it had to have been
Nigga,
a
shut up.
decision. But the detectives didn't buy it. And in fact, this approach actually made things exponentially worse for Devon. The interrogation ended shortly after, but the detectives decided to do some further research into these other robberies.
I've done bad things for money, bro. Bro, all this nigga do, all he doing. Like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, gang. You just chatterbox. Like, bro, shut up. And I'm not even on your side, gang. I don't condone no type of murder, homicide, none of that. But this nigga is retarded, gang.
They ended up connecting him and Caleb to multiple other serious incidents, including the robbery of a cell phone store the very next day, and
they robbed a store the
where
next
they fired
day.
Shots into a pregnant woman's home.
Went into the house where Howard knew a pregnant woman lived and fired shots into her home, bro. They tried to kill a pregnant woman and robbed a store the very next day after failing this shit right here. This right here went left the very next day. They said, you know what? Let's make it worse. Let's go rob a store and go shoot in a pregnant woman's house. We're gonna go try to kill this pregnant woman, bro. These niggas is the biggest idiots in the world. Not even these niggas. This nigga. You just got your sentence, bro. You probably could have had like 20 years or something. Nigga, you got life. You got life. Like, even if you probably could have had 20, 30 years, now you got life. You are fucking stupid.
It was clear that they had been planning multiple robberies and were using Caleb's gun as a method of intimidation to make money. As you could imagine, this didn't look good in court.
Hold on,
to do some worse for Devon. The interrogation ended. This approach acts spur of the moment as if he had.
We gotta bring it back, bro. We gotta listen to it.
Devon's main point ended up being that if he had planned the murder, then they simply wouldn't have caught him. So it had to have been a spur of the moment decision. But the detectives didn't buy it. And in fact, this approach actually made things exponentially worse for Devon. The interrogation ended shortly after, but the detectives decided to do some further research into these other robberies. They ended up connecting him and Caleb to multiple other serious incidents, including the robbery of a cell phone store the very next day, and an incident where they fired shots into a pregnant woman's home. It was clear that they had been planning multiple robberies and were using Caleb's gun as a method of intimidation to make money. As you could imagine, this didn't look good in court for any of them. Devon received the highest sentence. He was found guilty on 18 counts, including first-degree murder, attempted murder, aggravated robbery, and aggravated intimidation of a witness. He was sentenced to life in prison plus 279 years.
God!
He received a similar sentence of
They gave this nigga life plus 279 years. Nigga, you serving 4 life sentences. Bro, he deserved every bit of that, gang. Every bit of that. No cap.
Of life plus 118 years.
You got more than him. Because you just don't know how to shut up. That's crazy work, gang. This nigga got life plus 118 years. God damn. What the fuck? Chad. Hold on, bro. I'ma let y'all see this, gang. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Nah.
Shots into a pregnant woman's home. It was clear that they had been planning multiple robberies and were using Caleb's gun as a method of intimidation to make money. As you could imagine, this didn't look good in court for any of them. Devon received the highest sentence. He was found guilty on 18 counts, including first-degree murder, attempted murder, aggravated robbery, and aggravated intimidation of a witness. He was sentenced to life in prison plus 279 79 years.
Damn!
Caleb also received a similar sentence of life
3 life
plus
sentence.
118 years.
Shit!
The fourth passenger in the car, Eternity Lopez, was also interrogated, but was
Hold on.
found to be completely uninvolved. She was picked
Oh, that's
up
crazy.
after the murder, so it seems like she was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Then
She
that's
was not
crazy.
charged
They
with the
they picked her up
incident.
after
But
the
possibly worst of all for
picked her up
Devon,
after?
his efforts in the interrogation room failed to even help Alicia get off any lighter. She was also found guilty in the murder of Andrew Janicek and was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
If it's one thing I can tell y'all boys, right? Don't go and be a dumbass and do some shit like this, please. Please, please, please. Please. But if you broke as fuck, just be broke as fuck, yeah. You feel me? Find you a job somewhere. Go cut you some grass. Go wash some cars. Go hustle, nigga. You feel me? Go do something. Go do something. Don't do this. You got 3 dumbasses going to getting life in prison, just doing dumb thing after dumb thing. Nigga, not having parents really fuck your life up, gang. This is some overly dumb shit. And then not only that, they telling everybody and everybody's fucking snitching. What the fuck? Then this dumbass decides, oh, I'm gonna be Captain Save-A-Hole, right? Captain Save-A-Hole. Captain Save-A-Hole, right? This dumb nigga right here. Life plus 279 years, nigga. Come on, gang. Come on, gang. And then got his mans that he just snitched on because he want to be Captain Save-A-Hole, also got life plus 118 years. And then you say, I'm going to save her. The greatest life. What the fuck were you doing? Everybody mad. Now we hate this nigga. Now we hate this nigga. They hate you, gang. Nigga is overly stupid. And this girl probably getting cracked by Caleb on top of it, gang. Like, this nigga gotta be the dumb. I would never do some shit like this. Telling everybody and everything, like, bro, what the fuck are y'all doing, bro? But look, man, put y'all comments down below in the comment section. Please put down how y'all felt about this. Like up the video and subscribe to the channel. We're going to be having more bangers coming out every single day. So make sure y'all got that post notification bell on. I appreciate y'all. And I'm going to catch y'all later, gang. We out of here.